All right. Little late today, sorry. I was just a sleepy little guy. Loving your current character's guiding lands? You know, the full adjustment of the levels, I think I agree. That should just be in the base game. I think that should just be in it. I don't think I adjusted my camera at all. I mean, this isn't bad, but like I'm kind of like a little guy. Just got out of the shower. I don't like how flat my hair looks. I mean, not that there's a lot of hair there. But I don't want to be a little man. A little guy. A little bit better, I guess. I don't know. But no, I got a dentist appointment on Wednesday. How am I feeling today? I'm all right. I went to Trader Joe's yesterday, and it actually made me feel better because I'm like, maybe I'll have some tasty food. Enter the chat and see nothing but doom and gloom on the screen. Capcom has been hard at work porting Resident Evil games to the iPhone. Was it 15? That's all well and good and all. But, like, can we get, like, a little, like, I don't know. A little Monster Hunter is a treat, I guess? Is that crazy? So we're going to get potions. We're going to get mega potions. We want blue mushroom. They hate it. You hate it. Yeah. Yeah. Amatsu low, fog low. A single port would be okay. I know. The funny thing to me is, like, stocks have been down, but, like, I don't really get it. Like, I don't know if that's a reaction to, like, the overall stock market or if somebody knows something I don't know about Capcom stock. Yeah, I mean, I would, look, if they're going to forward port the game, I think it would be a good idea to, like, do a little something. A little something. Get it 1080p 60. He bought the dip. I gotta move some money. I didn't move it in yet. I don't know what I'm waiting for, but I did not actually put it in yet. But I mean, I should. If I put in money earlier, I should definitely put it in now. The stocks are down on some of my investments. Where's For You HD? It's coming. Gobbler, Fungiform. We need wide range. We need speedy. But we got speed eating. I mean, I don't know if it's coming. It may never come. I mean, that's what they say. They say it's like we're just focused on new game. Mushroom, it's wide range. I shouldn't need anything else, right? Never coming just like you for real? Some people might look at that as like an advantage. Can we have some balloons one day? We've got a long time before new content, Fog, so I'm going to say yes. Hold on. I wrote notes down in the chat, and I need to go look at them. Speed eating, free meal, mushroom answer, wide range. Speed eating. Oh, I don't have free meal yet. Okay. Oh, shoot. I'm screwing up everything. That is closed chat. Oh. You missed me yesterday? I don't know why I keep taking Sundays off. I should really take off another day. I'd rather stream on the weekend. Let's see. We'll get there. This. Alright, that should be good enough. And then let us save the item. I'm going to use glitches or skips. I would do glitchless. If I were to do anything. No, I took a Sunday off last week, I think. Did I? Oh my god, if I didn't, that's crazy. It's like, I really should have a day off at some point. I didn't? I can't even remember. Thank you for telling me that. I didn't know. There was definitely a day I spent just playing Halls of Torment. Hang out with you in VR chat? Is VR chat particularly performance intensive? I could leave it up while I play Soulstone Survivors. Or alternatively, can we both be in a room streaming each other's Soulstone Survivors to each other in VR chat? That would be cute. Only had one day off since the return. I mean, I don't want to... This is going to sound horribly depressing. Like, what's there to take a day off for? You know what I mean? Like, what am I going to do? I did have to get my car repaired. My car wasn't... had not passed emissions. So I had to, like... take care of that first before I drove around. I should be a manager? It's terrible, isn't it? Okay, so you gotta claim reward first, right? Wow, why does that increase it by so much? What I need is I need advice on, like, what's a good VR headset I could get that I could put custom lenses into. Do I enjoy streaming? More than most things in my life. It doesn't stress me out at all. How does this work? You jam a mushroom into the cat's mouth. And then you get the reward. Oh, I didn't come up with this. Somebody in chat told me about this. They said there's a glitch you can do to speed it up. And normally I would not be into glitches, but if you've seen how little experience they get fighting things normally, it's not very good. Let me look it up. Hold on. Quest 2 custom lenses. I'm assuming you could swap them out. Custom Meta Oculus 2 prescription lenses. It's only $50. Isn't there like a Quest 3 coming out soon? I got them fully leveled in high rank. Well, I don't know if they were fully leveled. On a VR, so I can hang out with Fire Cannon and play Soulstone Survivors. I was doing really well, like maxing out all of my prestige trees in Soulstone Survivors until the game was like, actually, you're out of Soulstones. And now I'm a Soulstone popper. But yeah, I mean, I'll definitely... I mean, hell yeah. I mean, I'm going to get some porn on that VR. I mean, why wouldn't you? The only thing is I hear when you do the VR porn, a lot of times the person in the video looks like a giant. It's like you're a little guy. You're a little guy and you're getting destroyed by a giant. Well, you can connect your Quest 3 to a desktop, right? I don't want to spend money, like an index is like $1,000, right? I don't want to spend money on that. Connect Quest 2 to PC. Connect Quest 2 to PC. How to connect Quest 2 to a PC. It is a Tom's Guide. I haven't made a Tom's Guide in forever. Index doesn't break if you get Facebook banned. There's got to be a way to jailbreak your Quest. You just need a USB-C cable. That doesn't seem that bad. You'll be viewing Soulstone Survivors in VR as a warped flat image. It's alright. It will leave an item now. Congratulations. I was excited. Somebody posted a link, or I got something about a new Wizardry game coming to PC, and then I realized that they made a mobile game of Wizardry, and they're just porting that to PC. We get a VR kit if you ever get it. If you ever get a job again, you are very talented. You'll definitely get a job again. What do you mean? The worst part about unemployment is not being able to enjoy unemployment. You've got, in theory, lots of free time, but it's so stressful. He'll use his skills more often now. I left a job once because I was pissed off in, was it 2015? And I had like maybe 2 months. 2 months of unemployment, and towards the end, I was finally able to be like, I could take some time each day to enjoy myself. And I remember playing a lot of Bloodborne then. Yeah, just apply for it, Elitius. What are you going to say? No? I left the job because I was pissed off. Like, they had gotten rid of a woman that personally wasn't very pleasant. She wasn't a bad person, but, you know, she was just, like, really rough around the edges. She was a bit older. Her husband was legit, like, dying of throat cancer. And, oh, wow, you get another tail rider. And just because, like, the former VP of HR decided that she didn't like her, she just didn't like her. Even though she was doing a great job, they got rid of her. She was one of the best lenders we had. And then it was less than 6 months later, there was another guy. And I genuinely liked him, and everyone loved that guy. And again, same thing, you know. Wasn't super approachable, but still did great work. They got rid of him too. Said, screw this, I'm just gonna leave. I didn't have a backup or anything like that. I'm just like, I'm just gonna quit. And that was fun. That was great. I'm not saying anyone should ever do that, but it definitely owned. That's it, right? They're maxed out? I think they're maxed out now. I'm sure you'll get hired again in another department. You've got... And the thing is, it's not like you left on bad terms. So, it's just a matter of, you know, just finding some other position that's open, that's all. You've got nothing... I mean, in some ways, and this might sound really weird, it could be a good thing. Because if you left on good terms, you've got nothing but great references. Like, the only reason you left was because you got laid off. It wasn't because of a performance issue. You know, it wasn't like you got up on your boss's desk and took a crap in there. Haven't done that yet, but maybe I'll go back to the workforce so I can do that. Every department you approach is sorry we're having a hiring freeze. Yeah, I mean, we're for sure in, like, a real... I mean, we're definitely seeing the signs of some recessions, right? At least in some areas. I could take a crap on my desk. It's true, I could. I'd have to clear some stuff off. I'll set up a VR camera and stream it to Twitch chat so it can look like I actually crapped on your desk. That would be kind of funny. I'm sure there's videos out there. I'm sure of that. Show whole stream? Yeah, I mean, some sicko would be into it. Oh, wait, I'm not supposed to go there. What am I doing? Well, I guess I can go there. For some reason, in my brain, I'm like, I gotta visit the Tail Riders. That's not right. Not visiting the Tail Riders. But I do need to go into the hole. Look at the ants are going down there. Sudoku, hello? I think the worst part is that in a lot of modern society, people feel like an inherent self-worth attached to what they do for a job. And I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's the same way everywhere. It can't be. But, like, you definitely feel like a sense of, like, mild depression if you're not attached to, like, a, you know, some concrete job. And that's just kind of weird. Like, sure, it's all well and good to, like, do work and be productive for whatever you're contributing to society in whatever abstract way, but it's not like society is so large. Like, I don't know how much each individual person's contribution to productivity matters. Yeah, Duke, we're just feeding cats for this first, I don't know, 20 minutes. I guess money's the problem, right? Did you at least try getting the assistance to see if they'll give it to you? I mean, if you get laid off, I mean, that's the classic reason to get in the United States. I mean, there's no better reason in the world to get unemployment other than if, like, you got laid off. Every drop fills the bottle. There's a Heinz website out there that is set up, and, like, I'm trying to figure out what it is. It's a place to report restaurants that are filling up Heinz bottles with non-Heinz ketchup. There is, yeah. Here, let me see if I can find it. Heinz ketchup. Ordered. Yeah, here it is. For some reason in my brain, I thought everybody had seen it. Heinz ketchup fraud. You know, the unhinged thing about it is, like, I don't know, like, sure, it feels like a little classier to have a glass bottle for ketchup, but it is objectively the worst way to get ketchup out of a bottle. Like, there's never anything good comes from getting ketchup out of a glass bottle. You keep tapping, you get no ketchup, or you get, like, half the bottle. No wonder they're filling them up all the time. Anyone who puts non-Heinz in a Heinz glass bottle deserves to be purged. Found the billionaire Heinz heir in chat. You know, there was a brief possibility where it seemed like the Heinz Food Corporation would have been adjacent to the presidency. I'm not sure who remembers him. A lot of you were probably kind of young. This is dating myself, but whatever. I'm a time traveler. If you remember, it was 2004? There was an election between George W. Bush and John Kerry. And John Kerry is married to, like, I think the actual heir for, like, the Heinz Corporation. You're autistic and you would stab someone for pulling that? Well, please don't stab anyone. But yes, you do deserve Heinz ketchup when you want it. That was not 40 years ago. That was less than 20 years ago. I guess everyone here was probably alive. I've only had one person in chat. It was when I was playing the Dragon Ball Z Breakers game. Constantly tell me and remind me that they were 16 years old and in high school. Didn't no one care about that election? I mean, George W. Bush was pretty unpopular for some people at that point because he had started a bunch of wars. I think he had started 2 wars at that point. Afghanistan and Iraq. No, you can be 16 on Twitch. You just can't be 13 or younger on Twitch. The only person that I'm pretty sure that was under 13 on Twitch was the kid that was talking about how his parents didn't let him play Genshin Impact because he was looking at the girls' underwear. Or trying to look at their underwear. Doesn't everyone do that sometimes? If you're playing Genshin Impact and not trying to, like, look at their underwear when you're climbing, like, what are you doing? Kids these days have it too easy? Pretty much. I mean, you know, if there was at least a mod that, like, got rid of, like, the camera phase out, I mean, I would install it. How upset... I mean, you would probably be permabanned from all MiHoYo programs, but I read that you can install Genshin private servers and not have to actually pay money for the characters. That must make MiHoYo so angry. I played Genshin like 2 years ago, Duca. It's all right. It's a very fun, completely free game. And I'm going to assert that all MiHoYo games are best enjoyed when you've spent 0 money. Spend no money. It makes no sense to spend money on that game. No, you don't have to play it every single day. In fact, my take is, if you want to enjoy Genshin, spend no money and only log in for either the first and last couple days of any sort of event. And that's it. That's it. Don't do anything more than that. That's how they get you. Because the people that are committing to playing every single day, like, what they're engaging is like massive FOMO of, like, I want to get every 5-star character that is released. And, like, you don't need a 5-star character to enjoy the game. You definitely don't need a 5-star character to clear all the content. Like, if you care at all about, like, doing the story and stuff, which is, I mean, it's fine. The story's okay. Like, you're never going to be gated. It's not nice to call out Noxella like that. I mean, I love Noxella. We had a great time in Japan, but I'll tell you, it was interesting hanging out with somebody that is, like, almost exclusively mobile game pilled. The guy put aside, I mean, at least a couple hours a day to, like, advancing his mobile game tasks. And, like, that's why I just can't do it. I will not. I don't want to give people hours of my life for a JPEG or a 3D model. Your friend who makes around $10,000 a month and spends a lot in this game, especially Genshin. We've had some whales that spoke about it. And I mean, they're you know, what they said is, you know, if I have the money and it makes me happy, what's it matter? And that, you know, the reality is that's true. You know, if you make the money and you want to spend it on the game, like, there's nothing wrong with it. You're subsidizing the game for everyone else. $3,000 on Explorer? I didn't play Explorer. I only have to do, this is going to take me 30 minutes, Shup, and it cost me $0. In some ways, I'll probably make at least, I don't know. I could slam a 3-minute ad right now and technically make money feeding my cats. I'm not going to, but I could. If you spend, you know, if you love a game and you want to get whatever, the battle pass and, like, the daily login reward thing, that's fine. Who spent 50,000 for virtual bikinis? Excuse me? Your friend? Oh my god. 1 minute ad break. I can do that. Do I have the 1 minute ad break? I have it right here. We'll slam it. We'll give you guys. Nah, it won't let me. It won't let me run the ad. I'm sorry. We just ran an ad. In one of the original Dead or Alive games, it was really funny because there was an age slider between like 0 and 100. And the funny thing was, if you said you were 100 years old, you got maximum boob jiggle, I guess is the best way to explain it. Bring back the adpocalypse. I still think it's really funny that we played a 3-minute ad for the Monster Hunter section on the Capcom Showcase. Thank you, Twitch. I should go take a look at that day to see what the ad revenue was. I wish it would show you like per minute. That was the 21st? 20th. Huh. Holy crap. 21st. I think that's the most money I've ever made in ads a day, except for when I ran the adpocalypse. Huh. I thought we got close to 1,000 people. Was it worth it, though? I don't know. I think ads are better on Twitch nowadays. You don't miss the stream. When I was in Japan, when I was watching Twitch, the screen would just shrink down a little bit, and you would get ads on the side. How much was it? I mean, it's not... If you took it over the course of the whole day, it technically wasn't even minimum wage per hour. That would be sick. I mean, what is minimum wage? Probably better than minimum wage in some countries. For ads alone. I mean, obviously everything else, you got to take it in consideration. Minimum wage in America is $0? That's not true. It's $5. Well, legal minimum wage is like $5 an hour. I've seen I mean, have you seen the pictures of those kids in the meat factories? Like dead-ass, like 10-year-olds, like looking like deer-eyed into the camera as they're being forced to do meat packing. It's unbelievable. The saddest thing about everything is how much money we spend. Or not so much how money we spend. How few factories exist for, like, basically the entire U.S.'s meat. It's like 5 factories, more or less, supply the entire country with meat. Isn't that messed up? Hold on, my chatty's crapping itself. Almost done. Wait, that's not true. We've got 3 more, right? So yeah, so I've really been enjoying that Lies of P, man. I think the one thing I enjoy the most is reading Steam reviews on it. I don't know. I was talking to my father-in-law, I think it was last weekend, Zaravius. And, like, it's just, like, impossible for, like, older generations to understand how much worse things have gotten.
Ooh, I got myself a new favorite.
Like, and I don't blame them, right? Because, like, when you think of your childhood, you assume everyone had the same childhood. And it's just, like, so different now. What was my favorite review? I posted it in the Discord. I got to scroll through up way too much in general. That's not gonna be possible. I can't do that. I mean, we could do like almost a whole stream of just like looking at Lies of Peace reviews. Like it's odd because like I've got two wolves inside my body. So on one hand, I think difficulty settings are good in video games. But on the other hand, it's like there is some evil part of me that's like, hey, you're bad at video games. Ooh. Okay, this is a good one. I like this one. Oh, it's hard to straight up capture Steam. Ain't no way you're bad at video games? Well, I'm not bad. I'm pretty good. It depends on the game. Puzzle games I have a really hard time with, but I've got like brain damage. The best part is when you see product refunded at the top. Longtime Dark Souls fan here. Few issues. The parry window is too small. It is a tight window. For a perfect parry, it is tight. It's one of the tightest I've ever seen in a game. There is no poise. That is not true. It is similar to the Dark Souls poise system that's in the later games, where you only get poise during certain attacks. Bosses heal up. It's to prevent you from being a coward. I'm used to playstyle with 100% shield block. Nothing here blocks 100% damage. You could get very close to 100% block with the wrench. And there's the Aegis, I think that is also 100% block. You don't have iframes. You do have iframes. You absolutely have iframes. I have multiple bosses that I dodge. You can't dodge the red attacks normally. From what I've seen, you will unlock features that Dark Souls ships with by default in the middle of the game. I'm not waiting around for that. There are copied bosses from Dark Souls visually and moveset-wise. Manus is a one-for-one copy from Dark Souls 1? Huh? Click his account and see his time played for Dark Souls. He might have played it on, console. His profile is private. I don't want to bully him. Like, I'm not into, like, bullying him. Is there anyone that's, like, a real, Souls head that can, explain who they mean by Manus is a copy from Dark Souls 1? Is there a Manus in Dark Souls? Manus is the last boss in Dark Souls 1 DLC. The name is the same as a Dark Souls boss, Manus, Father of the Abyss. I mean, they're not a... Yeah, how similar are the movesets? They don't behave the same at all? Interesting. I will say that Manus, he's a very difficult boss. It's difficult to, like, I think, like, separate out what is difficulty versus, like, what is maybe, like, not super fair. But at the end of the day, like, I guess you really can't. Ultimately, everything comes down to getting good. I don't think I ever did the Dark Souls 1 DLC. I did all the Dark Souls 2 DLC. I did all the Dark Souls 3 DLC. I did the Bloodborne DLC. I don't think I ever did Dark Souls 1. I played Dark Souls 1 a lot when it came out. I just never played the DLC.
大丈夫ですか?
There's definitely, like, my ongoing theory is a lot of games do have easy modes that are, like, cleverly disguised as different weapons. And so, if you were to play Lies of P and you got really stuck, I think you could just use the wrench and then later on the puppet axe, and you would have no issues. And that's not even including summons. Secret behind this leveling? Wide range? Just like in Monster Hunter, and this is, I know this is like terribly insulting to some people. Like, I feel like bowgun is there, right? Like, that's what bowgun is there for. If you're having a really hard time clearing something, you just use the bowgun. Magic is simple. You can enjoy the game. If I play Elden Ring again, and I definitely will, I want to use the dragon guy. Is the dragon stuff OP, or is it, like, kind of balanced? That's the issue, is, like, in Elden Ring, it's, like, a lot of the really fun stuff is, like, all the cool little magic, and, like, not using it just feels kind of bad. Because, like, there's so much of it. And, like, as fun as, like, the weapon movesets are, I mean, there's really not too much. You've got your R1, you've got R1 combos sometimes. You've got your R2, you've got your R2 charge or combos sometimes. You've got your jumping attacks. Jumping attacks, and then, like, the crouching attacks are probably, like, some of the strongest stuff in the game, right? I guess you've got your weapon arts. Weapon arts change things up a little bit. The last time we played, I don't think we used really any magic. We used a little bit. I think we had, like, a little magic dart or something like that. I don't have it on PC yet, though. I think I'll wait for a sale. But I really love it. The more I think about Lies of P, the more I go back to thinking, like, wow, what a great game. What do you guys think? You think there should be, like, a straight-up easy mode added to games where, like, say you feel like you're actually losing money because the game is too hard. Like, how do you feel if, like, the developers compromise and they add something? The game just crashed. Oh, we're good. The thing is, I just feel like Lies of P has things that can make the game easier for you. There's two types of difficulty, right? Like, the first type, the one anyone can address, is, like, your strategy, right? Which is to say, like, what items do you bring? How do you approach the fight, like, in terms of, like, what's your loadout? The other one is just execution. And there's definitely loadouts and stuff that make it so that you don't need as much execution. Now, is there a loadout that you could equip in the game that you could hand to somebody that just straight up doesn't play video games anymore and they could beat the last boss or, like, the Puppet King? Probably not. Not as it sits in the game right now. Like, you have to learn at least some of it. I know in one of the Ninja Gaiden games, they added a very easy mode that involved putting a little ribbon on your character, and a girl would show up and throw healing items at you when you took damage. Well, that's just it. Like, I don't... When I see, like, a story mode difficulty in video games, I don't necessarily think any less of it. Like, I think of it like, you know... If the game has an interesting enough storyline, and I would say Lies of P does, like, it's nice for people to be able to enjoy the game. But yeah, there's accessibility options. And there's people that will just like never have the time or ability to quote unquote get good. And like, I'm not trying to be mean about it. But it's like, are you going to exclude 50 to 60 to 70 to who knows, whatever percentage of the gaming population because they're going to get an ego check and like freak out when they can't get past like whatever the second boss of the game. Because I'm sure there's people that got stuck on Murphy and like can't advance the game. Because like if you never beat Murphy, there's really not too much. I mean, you can do some stuff. Like you can do some grinding in the area. But you don't have a lot of options at that point. Oh, the easy automatic mode? So, like, in terms of easy automatic, I kind of wish automatic was added to the game because pushing that button, like, really hurts. Like, it causes actual pain. Now, I don't want the easy part, but the automatic part hurts my finger, dude. And, like, I'm good at mashing buttons. Auto blocking in Lies of P? Like auto parrying? Auto parry would be too strong. Although there are abilities you can get in the game really early. Like if you use the strength character's starting weapon, it has absolute defense. And you could buy it in literally the first area and be able to perfectly block any attack that is not a red item. Lies of P is absolutely a nut-crushing game. They should put a goddamn nutcracker on the front of it just so people know what they're getting into. But pretty much every boss in Lies of P has like a I'm going into a recovery animation right now. And I think if you just use the wrench you get after the second boss. Third boss? Third boss. You barely take any guard damage. The issue is like it's really bad at piercing and like the claymore handle is like has piercing as half the attacks. Final Fantasy... I think Final Fantasy 16 did have some accessibility options. I don't know. It makes me sad because, like, in addition to Lies of P, obviously Neo 2 is the game I love the most. And I know there's a lot of people from the Souls community that hate Neo 2, not because it's a bad game, but because, like, they just get skill issued in it. I don't know. I guess part of my frustration comes from that. Capcom becomes the next Rare? Oh, when Microsoft sucks them up? Microsoft wishes, man. I think it's badass that Haruhiro is like, we're equals, like a literal $1 trillion company up against Microsoft. But the reality is all the money in the world can't get Microsoft to be able to internally develop good games. That's been a real issue for them for a very long time. That's part of where my optimism comes from in terms of like being a Capcom investor is like, I know at the end of the day, Capcom's going to keep releasing banging games and like Lies of P actually changed my opinion on it. But not many companies can actually make good games. My two daddies are fighting. I like the value that Game Pass offers. Although, honestly, like, I may not be, I don't know if I'm going to be keeping my Game Pass subscription every month. I might only sign up whenever there's something that I want. The only thing is, and now, hold on. I don't actually know the answer to this. Where is Larian based out of? Uppgistenlon? What? I don't... What country is that? Belgium. I mean, that's like... I'm trying to think of what Western studio competes with Larian at this point in time. At least in terms of, like, caring about their video games. Liza P is Korean, yeah. Second tier Stadia RPG. Play Baldur's Gate 3 thing? I have. I mean, outside of Exoprimal, I don't know that Capcom has had a miss. Well, I guess they had that weird Ariverse game. Mind if I interject this convo with a video? What's the video of? Grounded is okay, I guess. What are you doing here with the menuing? Leveling up a cat. Oh, Boa. I'm feeding them mushrooms. So they'll be at max level. This is just so, like, I don't have to go right into immediately doing crown farming. I could feel like I've accomplished something today. AAA space versus indie development life. I feel like it's hard to, like, judge everyone on the same platform, though. Like, for indies, all they have to do is come up with a good gameplay loop. They're not held to nearly the same standards for visual fidelity, although sometimes they go crazy. Pleasing the world thoughts before doing more Liza P? Ideally, yeah. In a perfect world. I want to get to the very end of the New Game Plus cycle. Apparently, it goes on for quite a while, Unlucky. I'm just trying to decode, like, how the upgrades to the new game items work, because it doesn't feel, like, consistent at all. Because, like, a lot of the chests don't have upgraded items, but yet some of the monsters drop, like, upgraded frames, so I don't really know what's going on. Yeah, no. We already got a new P-Organ phase, Unlucky. Like, it's already happened. We already have it. No, it's 100% true. Not only do you get the new phase, you get new upgraded tiers of abilities. Which in theory means that you want to, like, from as early as possible, only level up the level 2 organs. Like, fill up all of the level 2 organs to get the better ones faster. It's really neat. I mean, it's quite possibly the best New Game Plus cycle in any Souls-like ever. Like, I'm trying to think, like, what other games actually, in the Souls franchise specifically, had meaningfully different New Game Pluses. I really don't know. I don't know the answer. In my brain, I remember Dark Souls 2 having different enemy placement, but then everybody tells me that's wrong. So that must have been, like, a different, like, reality that I was in. Obviously, everything scales in New Game Plus in the Souls games, right? Everything gets a little harder. So Dark Souls 2 does spawn additional red boys. Okay, so I did kind of remember that. Well, the enemy placement got worse in Scholar. Yeah, I hate Scholars of the First Sin. It was a bad game. The issue with Dark Souls 2 is, like, you didn't have, like, a weird, like, multi-layered... It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. Like, a weird multi-layered, like, world with, like, interconnected everything. And somebody made, like, a 4-hour-long video essay on why they thought Dark Souls 2 was bad, and then everybody just, like, slurped that up and thought it forever. I'm pretty sure you can still buy the base Dark Souls 2 on Steam. And all the DLC. It's probably worth it. As bizarre as that sounds. I mean, like, Dark Souls 2 is like... Scholars of the First Sin is definitely, like, that should just be the game in New Game Plus. Like, you should finish Dark Souls 2. And then, when you do New Game Plus, you get Scholars of the First Sin Enemy Plus. I mean, for indies, I'm assuming, like, there's just, like, they don't have the budget. Unless they get, like, a super big publisher, and now, like, you've got someone that, like, owns you. I mean, that's kind of what happened with No Man's Sky, I think. They sold out to Sony and couldn't meet the expectations, and everybody was, like, mean to them. So do you even get, like, a guild card thing for that? I leveled everyone up to max. Is that it? No. You get nothing? Like Dark Souls so much, then stream it? I streamed it before. I streamed all of the DLC as well. Find all treasure. Jesus Christ. I don't know if we're going to do that today. Might have to talk to them at the camps. Stream it again post P. I mean, God knows we've got time. God knows we got nothing but time. Love it when I stream Dark Souls 3 on YouTube. Nighttime YouTube streams. Have they killed Daylight Savings Time yet? Maybe I'll go back to it. Daylight Savings Time isn't killed. I think I could stream using AV1 on YouTube. We'd probably be able to stream 4K once I upgrade my processor. That'd be pretty neat. What am I doing? Well, I might need fiber as well, but I think maybe it would be okay with AV1. Probably be able to stream it like 10 or 11 kilobits, megabits a second, whatever it is. Become a part-time streamer, you can stream what you want. That's right. Just start delivering packages. I don't mind it. Only unlocks treasure hunting at level 7? Weird, isn't it? They probably... Well, they almost definitely didn't expect for you to be able to do some sort of an exploit or whatever. And so they're probably like, we don't... They wouldn't expect you to max them out. East of the Bug Trapper Den, a big flower blooms atop a tree. I know that. It looks out over a dazzling drop as if thinking, who'd fall for me? Find this place. I mean, it's like right here, isn't it? Going down here. I mean, this is the big flower thing, isn't it? No, I guess it's not a flower. I always thought it was a flower. was to the left. I'll find it. Yeah, that's a mandragora. You know, this whole tree area is very creative, but at the same time, I feel like universally, almost everybody hates it. Like, almost across the board, everyone's like, "Urgh!" There we go. This should be it, right? There's a flower. He doesn't care. The map's a little bit better when you realize basically everything connects to the rock drop thing. And then it's not as bad. Oh, shoot. I said east. East of the cats. Yeah, maybe we got to drop down into that little spot. I mean, here we are. We can't do anything here. You should have to fight something here. How annoying would that be? Fire Cannon, is that a video for a documentary day? Hard thing with documentary days now is I just want to play Liza P. Alternatively, Soulstone Survivors. No, nothing in here. What a weird little area. I could play Soulstone while reacting to documentaries. Humans were not meant to have so much fun. We're not meant to enjoy life that much. I'm having a fun time in that game. It's just like I'm running face first into the wall that is having to collect materials. For a while there, it felt like all I needed to do was just like get prestige, but it's like, oh no, I've run out of materials. I'm not. I don't need to do treasure hunting now. Gold bloom? Oh my god, there's still items that we don't have? That's messed up. Just grind off stream? In Soulstone? Oh, I've been playing it off stream. I've been playing it a ton off stream. Played it last night. Probably play it again tonight. I'll probably play it on the treadmill. My bloated body exercising again. It's so much harder exercising when you don't have a reason to walk anywhere. That's half the issue, man. Miss Chances, hello. Half the issue is like exercise has to be a deliberate thing rather than just like a natural extension of living. Let's take a look at our crowns. That's where we are. Now could have been a reason to walk, but there's no spots near me. Play Liza P and this at the same time. Each time you die in Liza P, you have to hunt one of your crown targets. That sounds terrible. Bulktober soon. We're inadvertently bulking now. God, we got a lot of base crowns left, huh? Viper? Nightshade. Looks like... Looks like the desert quest might be good still. Let's do dual blades with pep. Okay. Ooh, washer and a dryer, huh? That sounds painful. Sprinter, maybe crap. Just get rid of flawless. We don't really care about that. I got some heavy stuff I got to get out of this basement as well. I don't think I can do it myself. I got to find someone. Either that or I'm going to take a chainsaw to it. Find out. Did I have a good Sunday? It was alright. What did I do? I went grocery shopping. Went to a Trader Joe's. I like them. I'm hoping I will enjoy their food. So we want to kill these 3 things. I did order, get a massive bag. Yeah, this is the beginning of the bulk. Massive bag of sour cream and onion flavored puffs, corn puffs. It's only $2.50. That's a good price. Seems like a good price. Holy hello. I was pretty happy for a week of 4 dinners. Including a protein, a pasta, and a salad. Some snacks. Some bread. What else? It was like $100? Oh, snacks. Corn puffs. White cheddar or sour cream and onion. I got 2 bags. Actually, we're talking about Trader Joe's. And most of the protein was like seafood. A lot of shrimp and fish in there. That's not too bad, right? Oh, I did get some fruit. I got some clementine. Love those little guys. I like a little orange. Never had it. It's alright. I found it was about as expensive as a normal grocery store. You can definitely do cheaper if you go to like one of like the actual discount grocery stores. I don't know if everyone seems to have one in their area. In my area, it would be like a Price Right. I didn't think I was still in. I don't know. Are you dying? Don't get around. I just broke something. You know, I've never. All right, when I said discount grocery stores, I was not including Dollar Tree or Dollar General. Is there no music? The audio might be down kind of low. Turn it up a little bit for you. Not to dox myself, although I think this would be difficult to do. I found that there's a Dollar General near me. And then I was driving down another road yesterday, and I found out they're opening up another Dollar General also near me. Like, they have to be within I don't know. 10 minutes of each other. I'm sure they'll find a way to make a profit. But I thought that was strange. I mean, I never really think to go there to do my grocery shopping. I'm sure there's some stuff you might be able to save money on. But I feel like it's just a place to buy snacks and soda. You have two branches of the same chemist within 100 meters of each other? What? Oh, yeah, like if you need, like, gift cards and stuff, I'm sure they're pretty good. I just don't even know, like, what... Hold on. Trap is what we want. Like, what are people buying at the Dollar General? I know they sell... They used to sell, like, a $1 thing of detergent, which per volume was more expensive than normal detergent, but... You know, if all you got is $1, so... you can wash your clothes, I guess? I mean, that's the strat albino. Even though, technically, if everyone did that, it would put the theater out of business, right? They only make money off of their concessions. We'll try the ice mod. Every change list I've seen from the ice mod makes it seem like it makes the game easier, and I'm not looking to make the game easier. I would have to make the game harder and then install it. Also, one of the lead developers on the ice mod once said that he thought I should die, and, like, I don't know. I guess I'm a little offended by that. Yeah. Yeah, so, like, I don't know, man. I mean, you know, not that would stop me from playing the mod, but, you know, it reduces the fun a little bit. Asterix? Yeah, I don't even know if I could say what he said on Twitch without, like, getting banned. It's really bad. His comments were essential to me unlifing myself with a shotgun. He said that's what I should do. Because I released 2 detailed and thoroughly researched videos on a speedrun moderator using turbo controls on their speedrun submissions. When they were very, like, deliberately not allowed. But yes, also he was wrong about drop rates in World, and I think maybe he remembers that and is still angry about that. Which is really funny. He's lost both arguments with me. He's lost everything. I don't even consider myself that great of a debater. I just, you know, do my best. Yeah, I guess I'm 2 for 2. I mean, I'm pretty sure if you're at the point in the argument where the only way you could win is threatening the other person should die, then you've lost the argument, right? whatever moral superiority you did have is now gone. Oh yeah. So I don't know, man, like, you know, there's some parts of it that seem okay, you know, like the Gunlance changes seem interesting. I'll give you that. Omni Gunlance, that sounds cool. Outside of that, I mean, I don't really. As far as I can tell, the only changes to Lance was, like, we increased the motion value. Which, like, why? For what reason? They nerfed dual blades, but again, it's like, why? The only thing that I think is good is reducing the busy work on Gunland. I think that is good. That's about it. Amish Armada, thank you. They buff heavy bowgun? Probably. So, yeah, I don't know. That's my that's my reasoning. I wouldn't think any less of anyone for using the ice mod. You can use it if you want. I don't need it to be easier. And yeah. Asterix made a one-hit tenderize mod, except it did not work on Insect Glaive because he didn't like Insect Glaive. I don't know. I don't care about that. I mostly just care that he kind of threatened my life. So, and I think that's reasonable. I think you could I think that's a good reason to not particularly like someone or their derivative works. That's all. You'll protect me? Thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, it's whatever. I mean, he's out making his own mods. I mean, you know, I don't... If he's got personal grudges against Insect Glaives and he doesn't want to buff them, it's like, whatever. It's weird, but whatever. Some people get real weird over video games, man. No way he cast the front. Did that with longsword, as in you hate longsword? Why is it so much damage that like they instantly enrage? The only weapon I don't like, and it's like it started. The last time I probably really used a ranged weapon was, I think, the first all credits playthrough I did. We did light bowgun for a little while in Freedom Unite. And people in chat were memeing, but it really wasn't a meme. They're like, you know... They're saying stuff about like rage light bowgun, where if like you're struggling at a monster, you just use light bowgun and everything's fine. And like the thing is, it's actually true. Should do heavy bowgun only all credits? I don't even know if there's like a certain amount of money that would get me to do that. I guess there probably is. Everyone would sell out at a certain amount. But that sounds... There are certain heavy bowguns that are actually okay. 3rd gen heavy bowgun, actually okay. Because siege mode is amazing. Same thing with Prowler for GU all credits. Look, I'm not playing GU because I want to play it. I'm playing it so whatever GU weirdos in chat will be able to enjoy it. No. Chat, hit me. Don't let him run. I'm not playing GU because it's like, oh boy, what a great time. What a great day for GU. Adept Dual Blades Valor Gunlance run? Well, hold on. Valor Gunlance is actually fun. Just like Valor Greatsword is fun. What does Valor Hammer get? I don't even remember. Oh, it's the cool charge mode. Valor Hammer could be interesting. I mean, if I'm gonna play GU, I'm gonna do Valor, because, like, why else would you play the game? It's not a game worthy of respect. So, you may as well play whatever weird broken styles they give you. It's just like whatever's gonna get you through the game faster. I agree, Adept Dual Blades isn't gonna be that fun. You got no risk. Alchemy Sword and Shield, I mean, it's pretty strong, but again, at the same time, it's like, what are you really getting out of it? Like, at least with Alchemy, Valor Sword and Shield, you get some weird new moves. I think Alchemy Gunlance is interesting. I mean, if you got artillery and you love Wyvern Fire, get your Wyvern Fires out a little bit faster. I think it's the fastest Wyvern Fire in the game. I think it's faster than Valor Wyvern Fire. Guild Longsword? I don't know. I don't know how much Guild Longsword I've ever played. I think I mostly played Striker or Valor. Which, if you want to say that makes me basic, I mean, yeah, true. That's true. Can't find it. Never really played Adept Longsword. I guess if you got good at that, you'd probably be really good. Was he here? Oh, he's landing now. Right? He's right here. The only thing with Valor Longsword, though, is it's, like, kind of balanced. Because the window is, like, real short. Relatively short to actually get the counter off. Like, it doesn't feel that bad. For some reason, they give Nightshade Poemu actual time on the ground in Master Rank, even though nothing else gets time on the ground. I'd say in general, though, I think Valor Gunlance is probably the most enjoyable Gunlance type for me, or just enjoyable style in GU. I just think it's so fun. The reload on the counter is just so nice when you get it off. Haven't been here in ages. What's new? Well, we're still playing Monster Hunter World. So, that's not new. That's not new. Lies of P came out a couple weeks ago, and that game's a lot of fun. You should check that game out. Yeah, sometimes we play Bloons Tower Defense 6. It's been a while, but man, that game's good too. Infinite Sword Mode Striker Switch Axe? I feel like the... What was it, Valor? Gives you the double discharge move. So if you want to be exploding constantly... I feel like technically is maybe a bit stronger. I finished Lies of P. I've beaten Lies of P twice now. And we're now working on a New Game Plus save. It's absolutely my game of the year. It's the best game to have come out since Neo 2. I keep saying that, but it's accurate. The first time we played with a strength playthrough, and I have to admit, it was really easy. The second time we did balance playthrough? And it was a lot harder. Are people done with Rise? They actually just released an update the other day. They added Hazard Amatsu. Are people done with it? More people play World on a daily basis than play Rise. You gonna play the event quest? I thought about it. Like, the thought entered my brain. It would be a fun resub Saturday goal to get people to switch me on or off of Monster Hunter Rise. So I might do that. I haven't touched the game since the bonus update. Same. Pretty much same. Donate to stop me playing Rise, or donate to play Rise. You prefer the Japanese settings of Rise or the westernized setting of World? Well, I agree Rise is definitely like Japanese setting. What is it about World that makes you think it's westernized? Do people not have meat and apples in Japan? Hey, we got a gold crown. Rotten Vale is Chicago? Yeah. Magnum Aldo percent. Literally the worst content on the platform. Alright, so that's it for Glavenus, huh? Nice. So we need Nightshade and Black Diablos? Okay. The handler looks Western. Does she? I mean, that looks American. Like, what she's doing right now, that is extremely American. Fake American. All right. Double fisting food is American. I'm trying to figure out who they used for the face capture for her. I do see Eden Regal was the American voice actor. She looks a little bit like her. Sometimes they do face capture of the same. I mean, okay, hold on. Can we just reflect on this? This is, I just want to show you something amazing. You've never seen anything like this before. What went wrong? You had two beautiful women that you could have used. What happened? Just pick one and just model them. It's almost like they like fused the two together and like only took the worst attributes out of both of them. She doesn't look that bad. It's just a bad pick. She looks like she was stung by a bee. She looks like she's like having an allergic reaction to something. She looks a little bit better now in game. I don't have any mods on her right now. So I don't know. I don't know that I would agree with the argument that world is specifically Western based. I don't think it's really. I think it's set in like Monster Hunter Land. I think most games are set in Monster Hunter Land, but to a certain degree, Rise is definitely like, yeah, I mean, undoubtedly Japanese themed. Dude, what's going on with the food in Dragon's Dogma 2? Is a Monster Hunter Now set? It'd be great if they added some Monster Hunter Now stuff in the into world. Wonder where he starts. The Nightshade. You're under the impression it's real? The funny thing is, like, nobody can tell if it's real or not. Is it real? It looks real. It looks like they just have HD video of people cooking meals. There was like an amazing article. I don't think I have it. If somebody has it, please link it to me. That said, after the release of Cyberpunk, they actually delayed the release of Dragon's Dogma 2. Because they're like, we don't want a Cyberpunk issue. Love me, Daddy? Thank you, Paul, man. But, like, what? Like, I don't think they could ever... I don't think the Capcom devs could release a game that has performance issues as bad as Cyberpunk. And we could talk about Exoprimal and how it is almost definitely underdelivered, but I'm assuming they get their money back by Game Pass. Thank you, Microsoft, for bailing out Capcom, by the way. Because that would be tough as a stockholder if, like, they had to report earnings on Exoprimal. I count Dead Rising 4? No, that was an external studio, right? That's not really Capcom. They've basically completely divested themselves from the external companies at this point. Yeah, Capcom Vancouver's not real, and it cannot hurt you. Was Rise on Switch 720p 30? I think it was 1080p docked, 720p portable. It was actually like a locked 30, nearly locked 30, but the frame pacing was all over the place, which is very difficult to explain. But outside of very few areas, it almost always had 30 unique frames. They were just like not always on the screen for the same amount of time. It wasn't a consistent framing. What's a little guy? Think they'll bring back Dead Rising? I don't know. I don't know too much about the dev that was responsible for, like, the concept of it. I don't know if he's still at Capcom. 1 was my favorite. I know Dead Rising 2 has like some fans, but like you can't really beat 1. I played 3. I didn't really like it. And 4, why would I play 4 if I could just play 1? You know, trying to get like the perfect day in Dead Rising 1 was a lot of fun. I mean, even the gore and stuff isn't the same in 4. Like they're just like missing graphical flourishes that were just straight up in Dead Rising 1. The DLC mode in 3 was fun. What did you like about it? Do I own Dead Rising on Steam? Do I own Dead Rising 1? I own all of the Dead Risings on Steam except for Dead Rising 1. What? What a mistake. Is it on sale right now? It's not on sale right now. I mean, probably be fun with other people, but most games are. Probably the best thing Capcom has said in a long time, although I don't know that it's necessarily going to be the most profitable, is they've been saying that PC is their main platform. And that just makes me so happy to hear. They must be making so much money off of PC backlog sales, like, all the time. How many copies do you think World sold on Steam? There's no way to know, right? I don't think they break it down in the financial reports. You can estimate based on reviews. Is that the methodology that people use? That's kind of neat. I mean, they more or less say under the stockholder reports. I mean, all that really matters is the total sales, right? Like, what does it matter what platform it really sold on? The funny thing is how many sales of Resident Evil 6 continue to happen. 10 million on Steam. Is that like the most selling platform? Does that beat everything else? How many of those sales do you think got bolstered because people know that there's really good, like, naked things available in the game in terms of, like, mods? Maybe that's why they're okay with modding in general, is because they know it sells copies. But I thought World, like, basically capped out at, like, 20 million sales. Landed the golf swing there, but... Oh, the Monster Cock developer just came out with a Lavasioth one. Like, within the last month. I wonder if it glows red. Let me see. What if it went through, like, realistic changes based on, like, the magma state? I want to see. It's only 17 megabytes? Yeah, it just came out on the 21st of September. Oh, it's scary looking. He's got realistically detailed magma balls. As for Monster Hunter Rise, I plan on upporting these mods, but only after I'm finished with World. He's gonna put them on every monster, including the wolves. Can I link it? Do you think if it, I would be worried with the full thing, but if I could have just the balls, that might not get me banned. Mod adds a flaccid dick and balls. Oh, you better be logged into view. You clicked that? Dude, those magma balls are like something else. I don't have an account? Well, it's time to get one. Will you join? We're looking at Lavasioth's magma balls. Dreamily. I'm not really a huge fan of that. Frontier boys will get a chuckle out of this. I mean, ask the mod author. Maybe you can get something added. Frontier. A little surprise. A little special something. I don't think the balls have their own hit zone, but it would be pretty great if they did. Not make an account just to see magma balls. If I told you it was worth it, would you believe me? It's kind of worth it. It's kind of worth it. No, don't bring me here. Dude, they actually look really good. Like, I'm not even just joking. Like the magma balls are good. I thought we already had that. Did we not already have that? That's my mistake. We didn't? That's funny. Yeah, I just thought it would have just been added automatically. Oh, whatever. Does he always start down here? Bluey the First. Is that a children's show? Bluey? That name sounds familiar. I was like, oh, it's going alright, I guess. Bluey is for all ages? You watch Bluey? Oh shoot, I forgot about Sleep. You have no idea if that's a show or not? How is this the first time you're hearing about this? Your name is literally Bluey. Bluey game coming out in November? I bet you it hits Game Pass. Does he have magma stuck to his balls? His balls are made of magma. You just gotta, look. Just make, I'm a bad influence. I'm just saying, look at his, make an account so you can look at the magma balls. That's not a bad influence. That's like a good influence. It's hard to tell. His balls look like they're made of magma. If you ask me. It's a fun game, man. There's no question that Monster Hunter World is a fun game. How would you be tainting your history? You're just looking at monster dicks and balls. Assuming you're an adult, there's nothing wrong with that. And like, God knows when I was a teenager, I was looking at way worse. Well, not that much worse, but, you know. Not way worse. I mean, I wasn't like a teenager looking up magma dick and balls, but I had to deal with woods porn for the most part. It's an oddly specific fetish. It's not a fetish. I wonder what the first recorded Sonic inflation fan art, like when did that happen first? He gave Goldian balls? I'm pretty sure he has it set up so that like any monster can have any combination of genitals. Which like I think that's I like that. Customize your playthrough. And that would be really nice is if you could randomize it. A little surprise every time you hunt the monster. What combination of genitals am I going to get today? Can you get this off in time? Oh, like a frame away. That's enough balls for today? I respectfully disagree with you. Is there a balls only option? I think there might be. I might do all balls only. See how long it takes before I get there. I should really be bringing Sonic Bombs. That would make this part easier. Is General Mods okay for Twitch? We've had this debate on stream before. It's not the main focus. It's not like we're going to be taking pictures of the balls. They're just happen to be there. I feel, all right, as not true as this is, I feel like just balls, it would be safer than like adding boobs to everything. You can look at the, you will, if I play Red Dead Redemption 2, you will see horse balls. Like dynamic horse balls, from what I've seen. We stand up, we see them too. Do you think I'm completely nude below the waist? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like a dynamic ball system. I've still never been banned from this platform. Which I really thought I would have gotten like at least one ban. Not that I want one, but... Is this the mandatory Monster Hunter run? Hangumzilla, thank you. Thank you very, very much. I mean, when you go to work, Super Sorrow, like... Is it optional for you to, like, move the boxes? Your boss isn't like, oh, you move them if you feel like. Sometimes. Yeah, it's the same here. I think Black Diablos is annoying enough that we're just gonna do this. Who's my boss? It's a great question. I wish I knew the answer. If I knew, when I find out who my boss is, I'm going to poop on their desk. That's what I want to do. How long has it been? 2 hours! Jesus Christ. It's like, I just time traveled! Hey, we got another gold crow. I don't know. People would rather me do crown farming in a nearly 6-year-old video game than watch me playing literal game of the decade, Lies of P. I don't know why. Let's, you know what? Let's finish this Nightshade, and we'll be like, we'll be doing pretty good. I really don't know what it is, man. I mean, here, I love Monster Hunter World. I really do. I can say it, and, like, I mean it. Like, I love this game. But... I don't understand! You've got one of the best games literally ever released. Not as popular as this game. I mean, I know I'm way better at this game than I am at Lies of P. Maybe if I was better at the video game, more people would care. I think it's because... it's because of all the salty people. All the people that got filtered in Lies of P, and like they don't want to watch someone else play it. Curse of not being variety streamer? I mean, variety streamer is just like, really, I mean, it's just like, you know, it's the forbidden fruit. I think Lies of P might be harder than Neo. Because, like, when I think about Neo, like, there's definitely play styles that you can do that trivialize the game. Like, the closest thing you can get to in Lies of P is, like, you can, like, use... Like, I think Puppet Axe with Malmir handle, when you get it, is, like, easy mode. I think that's, like, the strongest combination. And, like, we inadvertently got it. So, like, your build can determine a lot for how hard the game is. Neo 1 is too hard. Neo 1 is not doing anything for you. Neo 2 is really the sweet spot. I mean, there are literally combinations you can do in Lies of P that make it so A, you barely take any guard damage, and then B, you can just, like, perfect guard red attacks. You got bored in Neo 1? As in you're too good? Were you doing, like, one of those living weapon builds or something? Odachi makes Neo 1 easy? Is it that strong? Come your Raider ride stops frequently? I don't know, might be sniffing at things. Neo 2 is just a way more enjoyable game. And, like, one day I will beat Neo 1, but it's just, like, so fun playing Neo 2. It's just I think everyone agrees it's just the better game. Like, Neo 1 might be more challenging, but it's not necessarily more fun. But I say the person thinks Roll Long is the best? Everyone's entitled to their opinion. I don't know, maybe they really like the setting. No, I'm not just like some completely unequivocal hater. I mean, if somebody's got a unconventional video game that they enjoy, like, that's fine. And look, Lies of P's got Wolong crossover stuff. And the weapon's really good. Where are you running? Oh, he's just running over there. I defend Yakuza 4? Is there anyone out there that doesn't like it? The worst Yakuza game is Yakuza 3, as far as I can tell. That game is ass. And that's one of the few Yakuza games I played at the very end, and even I can be like, yeah, this game's not good. This game's terrible, man. You're not a Yakuza 3 fan. You want to know what you are? You're just a fan of Yakuza. And you like all the games. So, that's all you are. You really like Yakuza. That's great. Yeah, that's fine. You like the series enough that you're even into the not so great stuff. That's fine. I'm starting to feel the itch. I'm starting to feel it, guy. It's like an addiction. Yeah, my pee is itching. It's too much. I've been looking at too much of the pee dojins. My pee organ is activating, yeah. My springs are tightening. Do it? I'm gonna do one more run, man. Is this game good multiplayer, or is it hard to play with friends? If you're playing it on PC, there is a mod that lets you skip cutscenes, and I know that might sound really strange, but that mod will make multiplayer way easier, because in order to play multiplayer, say you're starting a new game with friends, everybody needs to watch like a bunch of cutscenes. So. But otherwise, this is probably one of, if not the best cooperative multiplayer games that exists right now. The only thing that really comes close is stuff like, oh, what is that mining game? What is that dwarf mining game? My brain isn't working right now. Dwarf? Deep Rock Galactic. Thank you. That game is maybe the best. If I'm just going to call it what it is. But this game is really, really, really good. Different types of games, really. I can't even necessarily say which one is harder. Deep Rock Galactic, it's very difficult. You know, one's an action RPG, the other one, you know, first person. What are all the tags we would use for Deep Rock Galactic? First person cooperative mining first shooter simulation. Very different games. Oh, there's a lot of people out there that love Deep Rock Galactic. It's probably pretty good. You know, the nice thing about Deep Rock Galactic is I feel like it's pretty friendly for, like, controller players. Yo, those boas are going sick. What is that? I don't think I've ever seen that before. What the hell? I've never leveled them enough to get that. There's something new in the video game, man. All right. I apologize to all of you Monster Hunter World view bots. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for carrying me through this darkest time that is no Monster Hunter content, but I gotta squeeze my pee organ. I can't wait any longer. I'm sorry! I thought I could resist. I can't. Don't leave! It's a good game. Wait. Screen share me playing now, coward? What if I told you I wasn't playing now?